Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're actually going to be building another community lot, and we're actually building in the new world of Tartosa again. So yeah, we're doing kind of another wedding stories inspired build, I guess I could say. I built this obviously in the new world that came with that pack, but it's not really a wedding venue or anything like that. It's actually going to be a cute little restaurant that I had a lot of fun building. So yeah, it's actually in the new world, like I said, and it's in the, I think you call it, you pronounce it the Terra Amorosa neighborhood. I'm probably mispronouncing that so badly. But yeah, it's actually the second neighborhood in the new world. So I've done all of my other builds that I've done with this pack. I've done all of them in the other neighborhood that I can't remember the name of right now off the top of my head. But yeah, so this is actually my first time building in the new neighborhood in the world, and we're actually building on a lot that's basically like, it's kind of on a hill and it overlooks a lagoon and a beach and a waterfall. Is really pretty. It's actually where one of the like starter homes are. If you buy the pack and you like start up a new game, this lot will originally have a starter home on it, but I figured that since it is such a pretty lot, it's like located in such a pretty place, and it's also kind of private. There aren't really any lots close to this. It's very like, basically it's a very scenic lot, I guess I could say. You'll see a little bit of the view as we pan around, but yeah, it's a very pretty lot. So I figured, you know, having something like a romantic restaurant up here could be really cool, especially if I could do a lot of like outdoor eating space, which is exactly what I did with this build. So yeah, there are a couple of tables and stuff inside, but the majority of the dining space is actually going to be outside underneath like those pergolas and like little fairy lights and all of that. It's a very pretty place. I actually love the way it turned out. So yeah, I kind of did this like, it's supposed to look like it's multi-leveled. So yeah, you have the like, I guess, main building, and they have a little like porch running around it. And then you have these stairs down into this like in kind of almost enclosed area that I actually used a couple of like half walls to make kind of like a fake retaining wall type of thing. And then on top of that, I will actually be putting some succulents and plants and stuff. And yeah, I love the way it turned out. I had a lot of fun building this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the way it turned out as well. And yeah, it is up on the gallery if you want to go ahead and download it. It's up on the gallery under my like gallery ID, ChrissieYT, which is always in the description, by the way. And you can also find it by searching for the hashtag ChrissieYT. And I'll also have a link down below to the gallery website in case you want to just download it from the gallery website and you don't, you know, want to open your game or anything like that. Then you can totally do that as well. And then obviously, of course, I will also have the tray files up on the community tab for my channel members. But yeah, so that's if you want to download the build. And yeah, also actually I also did a like complete like full custom menu, and I actually set up the like not servers outfit, but like the, I guess, like I'm a word, I can't speak right now. I set up the employee uniforms and everything like that. I wanted to say police uniforms because I've been watching Chicago PD. Like, I've been binge watching it for the past couple of days, and apparently I have the words police uniform stuck in my head because of that. And that's also why I apparently can't do voiceovers, because I haven't done a voiceover in like a week. So again, I'm clearly out of practice, which is just fantastic. But yeah, so yeah, I did a complete like custom menu. I did all of like the, you know, entrees, the starters, obviously all of that stuff. I set up all of those things. I set up the like employee uniform, so like for the servers and the hostess and the chefs and all of that. So yeah, I tried to make it kind of themed for this restaurant. So I tried to use some of the like new items that we got with the pack. So with like the wedding stories pack, I used, I think, the new outfit that has like the little apron tie, like it's kind of like a store outfit, but I actually used that for the servers. And yeah, then I just did some fancy outfits for the like host or hostess, And yeah, just, you know, a bunch of stuff like that. I tried to keep it very themed, so I used a lot of red for the like employee outfits in my head. That would kind of maybe be like their like, I guess, company uniform, if that makes sense. So they have like a dress code and it just has to be something red. So yeah, they're all wearing a lot of red and all of that stuff. And yeah, that's always my favorite part of doing restaurant builds, is actually setting up the menus and stuff, because I love doing stuff like that. And I love setting up really big menus when I do like restaurant builds, because whenever I actually play with a restaurant that either I've built or someone else has built or whatever, and I actually visit it with my Sims, I always love having a bunch of different options to choose from. So yeah, I really like setting all of that stuff up when I do restaurant builds, so I hope you guys enjoy that. But yeah, so a little bit more about the build. I don't really know what else to tell you guys. We have the little like one-story main building, and then downstairs, which is actually what we're working on right now, is just going to be the bathrooms. So yeah, once I had done the upstairs layout, I actually discovered that, oh, I forgot to add some place for like public bathrooms. So I had to make a little basement and tried to figure out a way to fit it in. But yeah, it actually worked out pretty well. I really like the way everything turned out. I tried to use a lot of the same like thematic items throughout the build. So I used obviously a lot of the new items. I also used a lot of items from, I believe Island Living was one that I used quite a bit of items from. I used the really big plant from the Oasis Courtyard Oasis kit. I use that plant in literally every single build I do at this point. But yeah, that really big palm plant. And then obviously a bunch of dine out stuff, because, you know, it's a restaurant, so obviously you would use dine out for that. And yeah, just a bunch of different things. I tried to go for a bit more of a like a Tuscan vibe with it, because this is a more like rural, I guess I could say, part of the world. So I tried to go for a little bit more of like a Tuscan landscape kind of vibe, if that makes sense. Obviously I don't know how well I did, you know, seeing as I've never been to Tuscany myself, but I actually did look up a couple of like reference pictures and things, and that's actually what inspired the outdoor dining area, was a reference picture that I found. So yeah, I hope you guys like how this turned out. I hope it looks okay and not really realistic, because I don't really aim for my builds to be realistic, but just, you know, nice and playable and cute is basically what I was going for. But yeah, apologies if this voiceover is like super rambly. Like I said, I haven't done a voiceover in like a week. I've been like a little bit, I don't want to say burnt out with the game, but after like the big, I guess, I don't know, like production, I guess, I don't know what's the right word that I'm looking for right now, around the release of this pack, and you know, everything surrounding that, all of the stress and all of that surrounding it, and then actually making early access content and all of that stuff. I've just been a little bit tired of making content, and I've been, yeah, basically been a little bit burnt out a little bit. I've been running a little bit low on like, I guess, energy, if that makes sense. I have a ton of different ideas of stuff that I want to do. I just don't have the motivation to get anything done. And you know, that happens. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know that I have ups and downs with my like productivity, if that makes sense. I get very easily distracted, and I very easily get like super hyper focused on something. And this week it really has just been catching up on a bunch of like things that I've missed, so series and shows and stuff that I've missed. For some weird reason, it's really weird. And yeah, it's weird. I never seem to be able to do more than one like hobby, I say in air quotes, related thing. So when I'm focused on like The Sims and gaming, I can't focus on like reading or like watching TV or anything like that, you know, in my like off time, I guess you could say. But when I like read or I watch shows or whatever in my off time, I can't really find the motivation to like record anything. It's really weird, and it's a whole thing, and I don't know why I'm talking about it right now. But like I said, I'm a little bit rambly because I'm not used to doing voiceovers. I've kind of like, it's a skill that you very easily get out of practice with, you know, doing voiceovers. So even just being away for a week has made me feel like a total noob when it comes to doing voiceovers. So yeah, I'm a little bit rambly because of that. I'm a little bit nervous because of that. And it's also like almost 5 a.m. So I'm super tired, and I've basically been procrastinating on doing this voiceover all night. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Oh my word, I'm so bad at setting like boundaries for myself and setting schedules and time management. It's not even funny. But yeah, like I said, if you want to download this build, it is up on the gallery, and it should all be up on the gallery already by the time that this video goes out. And like I said, download information, all of that stuff in the description. And I did use, like I said, a bunch of different packs. So yeah, I really am just hopping around from topic to topic in this voiceover, aren't I? It's really all over the place. I don't know what to say apart from that I'm sorry, and I hope you haven't muted me at this point. So yeah, luckily this video isn't too much longer, so yeah, it's not too much more that I have to go through or that you have to suffer through, so it's just like 3 minutes or something. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? I totally forgot to ask that. I haven't been asking that in any of my videos, and I always keep meaning to. But I hope your March has started off well. I can't believe we're already in March. And yeah, like I said, the past week has just, for me personally, been a bit of a blur. I can't believe we're already on the, what is it today? When I'm recording this, it's the 5th, I think. Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. like Saturday morning on the 5th. So yeah, I can't believe we're almost a whole week into March. And yeah, it's really weird to me. It's really odd to me that. But yeah, how have you guys been? How has March treated you so far? I hope you've had an okay first couple of months of the year. Mine has been all over the damn place, but you know, that's just a story for another day. If you follow me over on Twitter, you probably already know about this, because I tend to use Twitter as a little bit of a like brain dump a lot of the time. I'll like talk about a bunch of stuff on Twitter that I wouldn't normally talk about like in videos or anything like that. So yeah, definitely go and follow me over on Twitter if you're looking for more like unhinged content, I guess you could say, or just unhinged ramblings, if that makes sense. And then obviously I tend to do that on Instagram as well, but Instagram isn't really like gaming related. There's no Sims on my Instagram anymore. I've basically just moved everything to being more like book focused and a bookstagram, if that makes sense, if that's something that you've heard of. But yeah, so there's a bunch of book stuff on Instagram if that's something that you're interested in. Just fair warning, my Instagram is definitely not family friendly. It's definitely like 18 plus, so you know, you have been warned. But yeah, so that's basically where you can find me when I'm not posting videos. So yeah, if you're ever wondering about, you know, what's going on and what I'm freaking out about, then those two are your best places to find that out. But yeah, oh my word, this voiceover is such a mess. I'm really tempted to just scrap the whole thing and do it again. But honestly, I don't think I'll have the time to do that today, like later today, and I just can't do it right now because, you know, if I like scrapped it and try doing it again, the next one would probably be just as much of a mess, because obviously it's 5 a.m. and it's not like working with me and like forming coherent sentences right now. But anyway, this video is basically done, so I'm gonna leave it off here. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, you know, like the video, subscribe, all of that fun stuff if you're interested in seeing more Sims content. And I hope you're all having a great day and that you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you in my very next video. Bye everyone.